There is a reason your heart has felt heavy at night. Why certain memories have returned with unexpected force. Why you've caught yourself whispering names you haven't spoken aloud in years. Because someone you loved who has crossed over into heaven has been closer than you know, and they've been trying to reach you in ways you didn't fully recognize until now. And though your physical eyes could not see them, your soul has been catching glimpses through chills that rise unprovoked, songs that come on the radio at the exact moment you think of them. Feathers in unusual places, flickering lights, repeating numbers, and that deep inner knowing that someone beyond the veil is still walking with you. And yes, they are more than you could have ever imagined, and they've been assigned by heaven not just to watch over you, but to guide you through something you're about to face that would have shattered you if you walked through it alone. And this is not a coincidence. This is divine timing, because you are about to cross a threshold that will awaken the most sacred parts of your spirit, and they have been summoned by heaven itself to walk beside you through it. And their energy is so present, so insistent, that even now, if you close your eyes for a moment, you may feel their presence press against your atmosphere like a warmth that defies logic, like a whisper in your bones that says, "I never left." And the truth is, they didn't, because their love for you is so deep, so pure, so eternal, that even the separation of death could not dissolve it. And now, they've been granted permission to speak through divine channels to deliver the message they couldn't say before. And this message, child of God, will not just bring you comfort. It will shock your soul into remembering who you are, because part of their assignment from the higher realm is to wake you up from the numbness you've been trapped in, the sleepwalking through life, the pretending you're okay when you're quietly drowning under expectations, pressure, and pain. And this soul, this person who once held your hand, or maybe only held your heart, has seen every tear you've cried since they left, and they've wept with you, rejoiced with you, prayed for you in the courts of heaven, and now they've come to tell you the truth. You are not lost, you are not behind, and everything you thought you missed is still within reach. And they want you to know that the pain you've endured has not been in vain, that the silence was never abandonment, that the signs you thought were just your imagination were actually breadcrumbs they've left you, leading you back to your purpose, back to your power, back to the you that existed before the heartbreak, before the betrayal, before the weariness. And they're revealing that something sacred is about to be released into your life. Not by accident, but by divine design. And they are part of the spiritual team heaven has appointed to make sure you receive it in full. And they are begging you to keep your heart open, to stop dismissing your intuition as mere emotion, because your soul has been more awake than you realize. And the reason you felt so many shifts lately, waves of grief, waves of joy, surges of energy followed by sudden fatigue, is because your body has been responding to spiritual downloads, frequencies from the higher realm where they reside, and their voice is among the whispers you've tried to ignore. The voice that says, hold on, when you're ready to give up. The voice that says, go left, when your fear tells you to go right. And they want you to understand that this season you're walking into is not just a chapter, it's a divine turning point, and you're not entering it alone. You're being ushered into it with protection, with clarity, and with a message from beyond this world that will realign your entire future, because you're not just being watched, you're being covered. And there is so much more they need to tell you, things that will make you rethink everything, things that will shift how you see your life, your past, and your calling. And heaven has waited until now, this moment, this heartbeat, to begin revealing it piece by piece. And the message has only just begun. You have been walking with the feeling that something is coming, that something is shifting behind the scenes of your reality. And you're not wrong, because the person watching over you from heaven has been intervening in moments you didn't even realize were spiritual crossroads, gently rerouting you away from disaster, from toxic connections, from missed destinies disguised as opportunities. And even now, they are speaking your name in the presence of angels, whispering to God, don't let them fall now. They are so close, because you don't see what they see from where they are, but they've seen what's been trying to destroy you in silence, what's been plotting behind your back, what spiritual assignments have tried to drain your light. And they've also seen the promise ahead, the favor that's scheduled to arrive, the people whose hearts are about to be awakened with kindness toward you, the doors that are about to swing open without your effort, and the moment you've been crying out. For in secret, that God, please just give me one sign moment is already in motion, already activated, already echoing in the spirit realm as the one your departed loved one begged heaven not to delay any longer, because they see the toll this journey has taken on you. And though you're still standing, they know how much you've had to hide behind that smile. They know how much energy it's taken to keep going, to keep believing, to keep showing up for others while feeling so invisible inside. And now they've come with a divine assignment, not just to deliver a message, but to revive your soul, to reawaken the parts of you that gave up dreaming, that stopped trusting, that settled for pain because hope felt too risky. And this moment was written in spiritual time long before you knew it, long before you stumbled upon these words, long before you even realized that the one you loved still walks with you every step of the way. And now they're showing you that your prayers haven't been ignored. They've been recorded, guarded, and stored in heavenly places, waiting for this moment of divine release. And what's about to happen next will be so precise, so personal, that your spirit will recognize it before your mind can even comprehend it. And you will know deep in your bones that it wasn't a coincidence, that no one else could have orchestrated this but God. And no one else could have interceded for you the way they have been, whispering your name like a hymn into the fabric of time, asking the angels to protect you from your own self-doubt, from your old wounds, from the people who were sent to dim your light. And heaven listened, because love doesn't end at the grave, and the ones who left their bodies behind did not leave their loyalty. They did not leave their compassion. They did not forget who you were to them. And their bond to you is never severed, only transformed. And now they are pouring into your life in waves, in dreams, in nudges, in moments when your breath catches for no reason, when your chest aches with a sudden sense of familiarity, when you wake up and know they were near. And these aren't accidents. These are signs, divine confirmations that you have not been abandoned, that you are not alone in the battles you face, that the spiritual realm is alive with activity on your behalf, and they're watching with holy urgency as you approach a moment that will mark you forever, a moment they've seen from eternity, and it is their joy and their divine responsibility to make sure you don't miss it, because what's coming for you is sacred, it's heavy with meaning, and it will require you to let go of everything that made you feel unworthy, to step fully into the version of yourself they always knew you could become. And they're not just encouraging you, they're pushing for your breakthrough in the places you cannot see, confronting the principalities that try to delay your joy, contending in the realm of light to make sure you wake up in time to see who you really are. And though you may not remember their last words to you in this life, their message now is far greater. You are never forgotten, you are not finished, and everything you were created for is still waiting on the other side of your obedience. And the reason you've been drawn to this message, the reason your heart beats a little faster as you read, is because your spirit already knows it's true. It has been craving this confirmation, and now that it's here, you must stay open, because there is still more to reveal, more to receive, and their voice is not done speaking yet. And now that their voice has reached you through layers of eternity, through veils of grief in time and space, you must understand this isn't a fleeting moment. It's a divine appointment, a soul visitation that was scheduled before the weight of this world hardened your heart, before the betrayals made you question your worth, before the unanswered prayers made you doubt whether heaven ever really heard you at all. Because what's happening now is deeper than words. It's a stirring in the place within you that still remembers who you were before the pain, who you were before the silence, who you were before you learned how to smile while secretly breaking inside. And this person, this soul, This sacred presence that has been watching you all along. They've been aching to send this message for so long, waiting for a moment when your spirit would be still enough, cracked open just enough by life's trials, that the truth could finally enter without resistance. And the truth is this: you were always more loved than you knew, more protected than you realized, and more chosen than you've dared to believe. And they have watched your name rise in sacred places while the world tried to bury it in shame. Watch your light flicker under the weight of exhaustion and still never give out. Watch you fall to your knees again and again, only to rise like a warrior with nothing left but faith the size of a trembling breath. And yet still, that was enough, because you didn't quit. And heaven doesn't forget the ones who endure silently, the ones who carry hope like a candle in a storm, the ones who keep loving even after their hearts have been shattered. And this person who left the earth is now surrounding you in the spirit, wrapping their presence around you like a spiritual shield, intercepting attacks before they reach you, sending prophetic dreams you dismiss as random, orchestrating delays that felt like disappointments but were actually protections and guiding strangers to bless you without knowing why. Because the love they had for you didn't die. It evolved into something eternal, something fierce, something untouchable by the hands of this world. And they've been walking with you in ways you've never even considered, speaking into your journey when you thought no one was listening, and standing at the edge of your destiny, holding the gate open and whispering, "You're almost there, don't you dare turn back now." And if you could see how heaven gathers when you weep alone, how the angels lean in when you say, "God, I can't do this anymore." How this soul rushes to your side when you sit in silence thinking no one cares. You would never again doubt your place in this universe. Never again question whether you matter, because they've been testifying on your behalf in heaven, standing in intercession over your name, reminding the Most High that you were forged through pain for something greater. And now, right now, the shift is happening. The veil is thinning, and they are permitted to reveal more, permitted to let you feel their presence more intensely, permitted to begin nudging your path more directly. Because something sacred is coming, something they've been helping align for months, maybe years, something your soul will recognize as the very thing you didn't know you were praying for. And it won't come with noise or thunder. It will arrive with stillness and clarity and the kind of peace that lets you know it was designed for you by hands not of this earth. And when it comes, it will carry their signature, their fingerprints of love etched into every detail. And your heart will know. This wasn't chance, this wasn't coincidence, this was them, this was heaven, and this was the moment everything began to make sense again. And now, as this message reaches the deepest parts of you, the parts that no one else sees, the parts you've hidden even from yourself, you must realize that this soul from heaven isn't just watching, they're intervening, they are praying, they're standing between you and what was meant to destroy you. And they're pleading with God to give you another surge of strength, another breath of hope, another confirmation that you're not alone. And they're not done yet, because there is still so much more left for you to walk into. And they cannot rest fully until you rise into what was promised, until you reclaim the joy that was stolen, until you see that the pain wasn't pointless, that the abandonment wasn't final, that the delay wasn't denial. It was design, because all along, the detours were divine, the heartbreaks were holy preparation, and the nights you thought you were forgotten were actually the moments your name was being written in fire across heaven's sky. And they watched. Every one of those nights, watch you lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, wondering if your life mattered, wondering if God saw you, wondering if you'd ever feel whole again, and if only you could have seen the way they reached out to cover you in the spirit, the way their presence wrapped around your home like a circle of light, the way they wept over you when you gave up on yourself, because they knew what was coming. They knew the healing was closer than the hurt. The miracle was closer than the misery. The restoration was closer than the ruin. And now you're standing at the edge of it, the edge of the chapter they've been guiding you toward all along, and they need you to keep walking, even if you're limping, even if your heart is heavy, even if you don't understand how it will all come together. Because something is about to open, something that they themselves couldn't reach while alive, something they left undone that is now in your hands to finish. And through your healing, they will find rest. Through your forgiveness, they will find freedom. Through your decision to keep living with purpose and not just existing, their soul will know peace because you were always connected in a way this world could not define, and even death could not divide. And in this moment, they are closer than they have ever been, whispering into your thoughts, anchoring your emotions, sending synchronicities, numbers, songs, feathers, smells, phrases, names, and strangers into your path. All of it heaven's way of saying, don't give up, don't settle, don't believe the lie that nothing will change, because the very fact that you're receiving this message right now is evidence that it's already begun, that heaven has already opened the scroll with your name on it, and your next season has been stamped with favor, saturated in mercy, and sealed in a glory you haven't even imagined yet. And though you may have felt unseen, unheard, or unloved on this earth, know this: your name is spoken. In rooms you've never entered, your pain is counted like pearls in the courts of the angels, and your tears have been collected as holy water by this soul who left before you, but watches every step you take with the intensity of eternal love. And right now, this final whisper from them is not to say goodbye, but to remind you that the bond remains, the connection continues, and the purpose you carry is sacred. So hold on, walk forward, lift your eyes, because heaven has not only seen you, it has chosen you, and nothing will ever be the same again.